My question was, look, are there sticking points for you? For example, will you insist that we can inspect any and all military sites in Iran whenever we want to? Is that something you want?
Absolutely. I mean, you have to be able to ensure compliance. I mean, we're negotiating with someone who is not trustworthy. They're not negotiating in good faith. There are a lot of sticking points. It's important to be open-minded, but the American public and Congress, we don't have to be naive at the same exact time. There's a lot that isn't even part of the negotiations as we negotiate away these sanctions with permanent concessions on our side in exchange for temporary concessions on the part of the Iranians. So you hit an important one. There has to be a way to ensure compliance.
What about the other side of the fence? I'm talking about sanctions. The Iranians want all sanctions lifted immediately. Earlier on the program today, we had on our guest Ambassador John Bolton, who was talking about the Iran deal and sanctions. Just roll that tape briefly, and Congressman, I hope you can hear this.
But let's be clear, if he signs this deal, it's not just a matter of American sanctions. And the Security Council will vote to lift those sanctions. Europe, Russia, China, and everybody else will release theirs. So even if the deal's opponents prevail in Congress, for the rest of the world, the sanctions are coming off sooner rather than later.
Oh, that was Ambassador Bolton. Basically, Congressman, he was saying, look, you take those sanctions off now, you'll never get them back. And I think that's probably true.
The ambassador is absolutely correct. Our sanctions, some of our sanctions might take 8 years to put into place. It's one thing for the president to sign an executive order, for Congress to pass a sanction legislatively, but then over the course of what could be months and years, working with foreign governments, foreign entities, to put teeth into those sanctions. The president has spoken about how the sanctions will snap back. And you can't just snap back a sanction. It takes 8 years to put into place.
Congressman, you're in a position of great responsibility because President Obama wants this deal. He wants it for his legacy, and he wants to preserve an element of what he thinks of as peace in the Middle East. But at the same time, you've got to be our representative out there making sure that we are secure. A very responsible position for you to be in at this point, very, very poignant position.
And the responsibility, the duty is to reject a bad deal. I mean, the fact is that life after the Obama presidency, fortunately, will go on. 2017 will be here. We will have a new president. Everything that Iran is doing that isn't even part of the negotiations will still be challenges that America faces. Iran's development of ICBMs, they're overthrowing foreign governments, they're sponsoring terror, pledging to wipe Israel off the map. They have unjustly imprisoned United States citizens, including a Marine, a pastor, a journalist, all this not even part of the negotiations. It's Congress's responsibility that if we are presented with a bad deal, that we reject that bad deal. It doesn't matter whether you are Republican or Democrat. For those Democrats who know better, as they're looking at the substance of a deal and they know that they're reading a bad one, whether they are thinking about their own self-preservation because they want to be in Congress in 2017, they need to do the right thing for American security and reject a bad deal.
If you reject the deal, you will be called a warmonger because to the president, no deal equals war. That's the way it is.
Yeah, I absolutely reject that. And the irony with the president's statement is that he is actually paving the path to more instability in the Middle East. He is paving the path to triggering a nuclear arms race in the region. So with the president saying that, he's trying to win a messaging war with his own domestic politics at home. He says the sanctions weren't working. Other people are saying the sanctions aren't working. Why are the Iranians even sitting at the table trying to get tens of billions of dollars of a signing bonus just for entering into an agreement? So the president says whatever he agrees to is the only alternative to war. That's something I emphatically reject.
I don't have very long left, but, sir, what happens if this deal is rejected and the Iranians go straight forward, they're trying to make a bomb? What will Israel do?
Well, Israel has shown a willingness to do whatever is necessary to maintain the existence and self-preservation of their nation. And there are other countries all around the world that are impacted by Iranians' actions in different ways. As far as Israel goes, I think it would be very helpful if they were given the resources to take matters in their own hands. We have bunker buster bombs in surplus. the Israelis don't have, and I'm sure that they have more of a willingness to use them when necessary.
Okay. Congressman Lee Zeldin, it's a very difficult subject, but we thank you for addressing it today. Come back and see us soon, because we may get an announcement fairly soon. Thank you, Congressman.
Thank you.
Sir.